Welcome to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. I'm Skratch. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today, guys, I want to focus on the best way on how you can reach the best placement on your seasonal leaderboard, which means right here where you see number 22 for me. This video is not aimed at players that are in Season 4 that already accumulated tons of experience over time. This video is basically meant to help new players or players that are in the very first seasons to understand what they need to do in order to basically reach the best possible placement on the seasonal leaderboard. First, I just want to say a big thank you to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys are new around here, new on the channel, if you haven't tried Dragonheir Silent Gods just yet, you can download the game by using the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. Season 4 is in full swing, guys, and of course, if you start right now in Season 1, you're gonna get tons of awesome things. Over 100 free summons, 2 legendary heroes, mythical artifacts, tons of awesome things. But let's dive straight into today's main topic. I'm gonna walk you through my teams for the Otherworld event. First, if you're not familiar, the Otherworld event is basically what determines your ranking. Now, yes, from the very beginning of the season, you will gain Echo of Clepsydra by doing the Temporal Vortex, but that's just a small fraction. Most of your Echo of Clepsydra comes from the Otherworld Exploration event. Now here you have two different phases. You have the Chaos Shadow bosses, which were the chief challenge bosses before during the Legendary event in the second month of the season. And of course you have adventures that you can complete, you have elemental domains, and once you're done with all this, basically you're going to unlock the end game boss, which will be unlocked on my server in exactly 9 days. Now, in order to basically collect all of these amazing rewards from here, and in order to get as much Echo of Clepsydra as possible, I'm gonna share the following tips with you guys, and I'm gonna walk you through my teams that I have for the chief challenges. Now, this account right here is a completely free-to-play account in Season 1, not even $1 spent on the free chess, guys. So I want to show you what results we have on the account and to give you guys possibly a few different ideas for your own accounts in what sort of teams you can use. So I want to start with the chief challenges, guys, because these are the most important challenges in here. So you want to do as many as possible. If by any chance you are spending, you're a whale, you're a kraken, and you are able to do 15 teams from the very beginning, that's what you want to do. Even if not all 15 teams reach 22 million damage, as long as you reach over 7 million damage with all of them, you're basically gonna cash in on a lot of exploration progress currency, which will give you points for the exploration milestone, and you're gonna be able to unlock more Echo of Clepsydra. Personally, on the free-to-play account, I only have 6 teams. I actually built the 7th team today, which I haven't ran just yet, but I'm gonna show you what I have. So I have the Radiance team right here at the very top, which deals 28 million damage. Of course, not all of my characters are scrolled. In fact, more than half of my characters are not scrolled, okay? So I have no scrolls in them. The main thing is that when I started in the very first day, I was only doing 22 million with one team. On the second day, once I unlocked one alliance bonus, I was doing it with 2 teams at 22 million. Now, I ended up in having 5 teams at 22 million plus damage, which is definitely really good for my account, which helps me to have a better ranking at the end of the season, you know. So I decided to build my 7th team because I had some leftover resources, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really pushing it super hard on this account to rank top 10 or top 15. Luckily, I do have a pretty chilled server, you know. So the very first team right here, guys, you can actually have a look at the gear, what they had. I'm not going to read you the stats or anything like that, but you can see it yourself. My gear is honestly not good. I haven't really farmed a lot of Ancient Battlefield. I haven't farmed a lot of Grave of Curse, a lot of Grave of Venom. So I only have one mythical piece of gear that I can use for my damage dealers. And I have one mythical defense chest piece for most of my healers. That's the only one that I have from that set. Right here on Lorentil, we use the Manticore statue. He's not really going to deal damage with the ultimate, only with the battle skill, but he is not scrolled either. And on most of the characters, I use the Executioner set, the Imperial Executioner. pretty good set, you know. Welby. So we have one mythical artifact that we are using, guys, which is the Witch's Remains. That's the only one that I actually have, except the free one that everybody has. Again, an executioner set. I try to get as much crit rate as possible. Keep in mind, when you are using this on a character, you will require to have accuracy to land defense down. Welby is scrolled as a red character. Then we have Hedgeo. He's not scrolled either, and still he managed to put in some good work. We have Irina. She has the Spiritual Incense Burner. She is scrolled on the other hand, which helps quite a bit with the decreased attack. Hedgeo has the Eyeball of the Giant. And you see, this is my only glove. Okay, my only glove. No crit rate, so my crit rate suffers a lot on Hedgeo. He's only at 50% crit rate. Then the second team for the Poison Boss, guys, we have Sigrid. She's playing such an important role to put decrease attack and deal damage. Absolutely mind-blowing. She has the Crown of the Unclean to gain the extra accuracy. We have Hexandra. So right here on this boss, you need to have resistance. If no, the boss will steal your ultimate energy, will put block buffs, will stun you. It will be a pain. So you want to have Hexandra with resistance. She will be the healer. Then, as a tank, I have Isolde. I don't have a third Bard, unfortunately. She has resistance as well and accuracy. She has the Spiritual Incense Burner because she is not fully scrolled, but seems like she's almost close to fully scrolled by the looks of it. I actually forgot about that. I thought that I don't have her scrolled. The set doesn't matter. I just go for whatever gives me accuracy and resistance to basically get the stats that I need on them. Twitch, not scrolled, of course. He is using the Witch's Remains. He has Brotherhood Spirit set to give me increased attack when he's landing a debuff, so that's actually very helpful. Then we have Eli. He's probably the best damage dealer in this team. He out-damages Sigrid. Tons and tons of damage, and I just scrolled him yesterday because before I wasn't able to reach 22 plus million damage with this team, but now I can. Then, moving over to the Lightning team. So, right here again, I have two tanks. I am using Sagomir, which, fortunately enough, I summoned. Basically, I'm using a lot of Radiance of the Blue Oak sets to get that extra healing. He's not scrolled, unfortunately. I would like him to be scrolled to be more consistent with the decreased attack. What's really nice on him is the passive, which gives this ultimate energy to the lowest HP, which will be, of course, Asilia. So she will constantly generate a lot of healing. We have Altair. He is scrolled. He will apply defense down. We have Vanny, which I scrolled today, actually. Yeah, she is fully scrolled. I finally completed all of the Feymander and the rest of it. So I got some scrolls, I decided to put them in Vanny. Nimbus is not scrolled. I would definitely love to scroll him in the near future. He's a character that I'll be using in every single season. So that's one of the teams. Then right here, my weakest team is the Ice team. There isn't much that I can do about it, to be honest. It's very hard to heal my tank. I don't really have better options to heal my tank for the moment. We have Gerdrus. Gerdrus is not scrolled. I do have a Brotherhood set on him for skill haste and to put attack up on my team with a Crown of the Unclean. Basically, he has attack penalty on the battle skill and he has recharge speed penalty on the ultimate. That's why I'm using him. Just because of these two things, And like this, I can prioritize a better build on my tank, which is Urian. He does have accuracy as well to land that decrease attack with a battle skill, but he has a Blue Oak set too, because like this, he's basically gonna get to heal when he's using the ultimate. So that's his only source of healing, basically, and he's not scrolled either. That would definitely help quite a bit. We are using Tia as a healer, but she's only healing the ranged characters, and she's getting the job done. She's not really built for damage, but we have Rava. He applies defense down. And then we have, of course, Dorkaraz, which is the main damage dealer in our team. Not scrolled. Rava not scrolled. Dorkaraz not scrolled. Gardrus not scrolled. Urian not scrolled. Then for the fire team, guys, Erich, super strong to apply defense down. He is scrolled. Was the first legendary I scrolled on the account. Tunnelnun, very, very strong. We're using Nida, very strong rare. I instantly scrolled her without second thoughts. We are using Horus as the tank. He's not scrolled yet. I'm still debating if I should scroll him. Once I'm going to get Flurbart, I'm not really going to use Horus much. And then Ogok, who is scrolled. And Ogok is a massive carry in this team to allow me to reach this score. I could potentially drop Ogok and bring in a different healer, and I'm still gonna reach 22 million damage without a problem. But initially, when we had the Chief challenges in the second month during the Guaranteed Legendary event, I was not able to reach 22 without Ogok. Then we have the last team right here. We have Ripkas, basically built on ancestral protection. He is scrolled. Definitely worth scrolling Ripkas. Very, very solid tank. He carried me through the Feymender. Zarlot not scrolled, unfortunately, for the moment. I do have Joyce, who I decided to scroll a few days ago. Very, very solid. He actually got my team to do over 22 million damage. Deals a lot of damage. Megan, she is scrolled as a rare character, and Vorash scrolled as an epic character. That's about it in terms of what I've used so far. I'm 0 on the scrolls right now. I spent some gems on scrolls as well, to be honest with you guys. But I have one more team. So I built the 7th team, which will only reach over 7 million damage. But I'm going to explain you why it's actually worth doing it. So this is the team right here. Nobody is scrolled. Literally nobody is scrolled. This is the gear that they have on. The artifacts. And yeah, not scrolled. Quarian definitely requires scrolls ASAP because he's too good not to have them. Nissa, Kalis, and Catherine. No scrolls in any of them. And I'm going to show you how we can actually reach 7+ million damage with this team. Positioning here is pretty important. Now, because I have one ranged character, I have one character that runs at the boss, and they are in close proximity. It creates a bit of a odd situation with this boss where no matter how I'm moving them, I'm just not able to dodge this boss from targeting 3 of the characters rather than 2. But it's targeting the 3 support characters, so it doesn't really matter, you know. As long as they heal the tank, they heal themselves so they don't die before I reach 7 million, I'm fine, you know. But you want to avoid having your damage dealers taking any damage, you know. I'm going to fast forward at the end to show you the damage here, and then we're going to move over to the domains, and we're going to move over to the actual daily quests. We lost all the support. We're about to lose the damage dealers, of course. But hey, we got over 7 million damage, and that's what matters the most, because from this 7+ million damage, we're actually going to get way more materials or exploration points than you would get from doing a domain or a daily quest, because we got 800, right? Which is actually going to add up quite a bit. So if you can make 5, 6, 7 more teams just like this one, guys, do it. That is the #1 tip that you should keep in mind, and this should be the main priority. Now, once you are done with that, let's just assume you cannot do 15 teams. You're in the same boat like me. I would strongly suggest you to pick up at least one of these quests daily, because on top of getting the 100 exploration points from here, you are actually going to get some from your dailies, which is 1,200. So at least one of them would be mandatory. Now, I wouldn't recommend you to do more than one of them, because you would want to invest the rest of your daily energy into the domains, which we're going to get to in just a second. So you go, you complete this quest. It usually takes a minute, a couple of minutes. You might have to go around the map. I'm not going to do it just now, but basically, you know what to do. Then you have 3 different elemental domains in here, guys. So basically, the higher the stage, the more exploration points you're getting. 500 on stage 5. So in order to do this stage in particular, I do need to use a pretty good team to do it on auto. So it's not like I'm just gonna go in and do it on a super easy rare team, you know. And because of it, you do want to kind of like make the most out of it if you can build multiple teams and go and farm up to 7 million, get 800 points instead of 500 from the dungeons. But you should still do at least one dungeon every single day, unless you can make 15 teams, because again, you are getting 1,200 exploration points from your dailies. Do one dungeon, do one quest, do one Chaos Shadow boss, you know, and the rest, all chief challenges or all stage 5 domain dungeons, guys. That's what you want to basically do with your 150 daily energy. This will push you on the highest possible rank on your server, guys. Pretty straightforward. There isn't anything else in here worth mentioning, except that when the endgame boss unlocks, you're gonna have to do quite a bit of work in there too. But probably you're gonna be able to use your 6 best teams from the chief challenges onto that boss. And I'm gonna do a different video once I'm gonna unlock that on my server, guys. But I wanted to kind of like leave it here. Hopefully you found it helpful. I did want to showcase the teams. Maybe you guys get some ideas from what teams you can make. And especially if you are a new player to the game, if you haven't really played many seasons, or maybe you took a break in the past and you have no idea exactly what you need to do in the Otherworld exploration event, and you're curious on how you can actually achieve one of the best possible ranks for your account, hopefully you found the video helpful, you know. So now that we defeated the dungeon, guys, at least once, we're gonna collect the dailies from here. I still have to do that one quest, and I have basically quite a bit of energy left. I actually have 60 more energy left. This doesn't refill or anything like that. It just refreshes daily. So the rest of the 60 energy, at least for me, will go in this dungeon on stage 5, and this will get me 3,000 more points, which of course will allow me to climb a bit higher right here. That was all for the video. Thanks again to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys want to get involved, you can download the game by using the link in the description down below, or in the pinned comment, or scan the QR code you see on the screen. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.